toss has happened. Helias won the toss. They will receive, and they're going to go from right to left on your radio dial. The Jays will be defending the east end zone. And for the first time ever, these two teams heading out onto the same field. High end-over-end kick. It caught at the 7 by Harrison. Harrison coming up the middle of the field. He is popped down on the return by Darnell Jones. Quarterback Weaver. Right behind him is Clement. And on the option, it's going to be the keeper.
Oh, great tackle.
And a nice tackle right up through the middle by Copeland.
Wow. That's how you follow that.
Yep. So Weaver, yard line. And a blitz coming through. Berenson gets in there, and it's a big interception. Ball intercepted for the Jays by Darnell Jones. And Jones
was intercepted by Darrell Jones.
Calling out that snap count, the toss, high toss, and Bethune picks it up on the hop. Bethune gets out of bounds at the original line of scrimmage. Is the fullback, and it's going to be Brooks with the toss, and he goes to Bethune. Bethune slams on the air brakes, comes it all the way across the other side of the field, and he gets the sideline, and he's out of bounds after running. Jeff City calls a timeout. No score in this contest, but the Helias Crusaders on their second possession, and we'll call a timeout as well. Remember to breathe and quit doing the dumb things. So the Jays back on defense here, and there you go, stacked up and finally brought
Jacob
down.
Weaver on the carry.
The quarterback, Jacob Weaver, on the carry.
This game's about inches. They had him 3 yards back.
Tackled by Isaac Jones.
Rolling to his left, and he keeps the ball, and he's going to rumble through, and he gets the first down, brought down by the ankles by Jones.
Go under the screen, please.
Snap back, place down, kick is up, kick is good, and with 6:02 to go in this first quarter, the Helias Crusaders leading the Jays in this first meeting ever, 7-0. We'll be right back. And this will be interesting because we have two back in the back there. It is going to be Williams with the carry as he was set back to the right-hand side off with Duke. So you had Williams and Duke back there.
Tackled by Ethan Holtzhauser.
We've got that double set, Williams and Duke, and the handoff or snap goes to Duke. Duke gives it to Bethune. Bethune trying to get to the outside, barely does, and he is out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
If we stayed with our blocks,
tackled by Ethan Holtzhauser.
Clark is back with his toes on the 20-yard line. High hanger by Brooks. Let it go, and it bounces. It's going to go out of bounds at about the 20 piece and staying in your lanes. And there, right there, a nice tackle as Weaver cut it up the hash mark again.
Jacob Weaver on the carry.
And brought down by Gilmore. Frank Gilmore.
Gilmore on the
big test for this defensive line for the Jays. And it is Weaver back to pass. Weaver tucks it. Weaver trying to find some space. Finds some space. Ball intercepted again by the Jays. And coming down for it with it was Isaac Jones. Quarter number one is in the books. It was a bumpy run for the first 12 minutes for the Jays, and they trail the Helias Crusaders 7-0. Brooks puts a foot into it, just drives it.
Great kick.
Drives it away from everybody on the coverage. Clark picks it up in about the 43-yard line, and he is dropped down.
Clark returns the ball to the
nice job
line.
on the kick coverage by Ian Jones. From left to right on your radio dial, it's going to be the toss on out to Clark, and Clark gets to the midfield stripe, and he is brought down by the Jays at the 45-yard line on that tackle for the Jays, Isaac Jones. Free play, essentially. Clark with the carry. Clark wrapped up and dropped Duke on the tackle, but he's brought down at the 35-yard line. Also coming up out of the bottom of that pile for the Jays, Ethan Garnett.
Brian Clark on the carry. He's tackled by Ethan Garnett.
Weaver the toss out to Clark, and Clark gets to the 30-yard line, and he's brought down about the 26. No, he's still on his feet. He stays on his feet. Ball is down, and the Jays say that they have it, and they do. The Jays ball coming up out of the bottom of that pile. It is going to be the Jays for number 32, Ian Jones.
Ian Jones.
Brooks rolling to his right. Brooks flipping that ball out. Ball is caught by White. White is at the 32-yard line, and that is a Jays first down. So first one of the night,
Tackled by Stumpy.
It's going to be Weaver, the quick handoff right on up the middle to Clement, and Clement is going to be brought down at the 24-yard line. At the 25-yard line, actually, for Clement. Berenson on the tackle. He's going to cheat. Snap back, place down, kick is up. And the kick is good, and with 5:56 to go in the second quarter, the Crusaders on top of the Jays. It is 14-0. We'll be right back. Brooks with the spin. Brooks finds a little bit of daylight and immediately closed down by 5 Crusaders at the 23-yard line.
The ball carrier, gain of 3.
And it's going to be Bethune trying to find a lead block with Duke, and Duke helps out just a little bit. Bethune.
The ball carrier.
And handoff to Clement, and Clement getting forward, and he had the ball come out loose just a little bit, but he gathers it back in again.
Berenson on the tackle.
On the tackle, coming in to clean it up was Pendleton, and also in there was our boy Kent Walker. And it's going to be Clement getting the carry, and Clement gets right on up the middle. He's brought down at about the Jays' 49-yard line on the tackle. Ethan Garnett on the tackle. This play going to the right, and it's going to be the toss out to Clement. Ball is down, and the Jays have it. Ball down, Jays grab it, and the boys Jones have been busy because Ethan picks up the Duke and Brooks, and it's Duke. Oh my goodness, back into the end zone as he sinks it back in is Bethune. Bethune trying to find some running room. 10, 15, and out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Woo, boy. And it's going to be Brooks faking the toss to Bethune, and Brooks, because that was closed down pretty quickly, moves forward for about 4-yard gain out to the 21-yard line.
Each team has 2 times out, but looks like Helias
Lopez on the
just
tackle.
wanted to take the game into the halftime. Come on, Mark, get up.
But the Jays got to figure something out to counter the speed, because right now they are getting beat to the point of attack after the block. 2nd and 7 with 30 seconds to go here in this first half. Williams went across the field in motion, and it's going to be Brooks with the carry. Brooks fakes the toss to Bethune, and Brooks gets forward for maybe a yard, maybe 2.
Tackled by Lopez.
That's going to be it.
And that's going to be it for the first half.
Also in on the tackle, Gage Wilby.
Right now, Jay's sitting there in 3rd place in the districts.
There's 6 of them.
And 12 minutes up on that clock. And Vinny Calvaruso has got the ball spotted on the far hash mark from our broadcast location. Calvaruso approaches the ball, and it's a driving kick end over end at the 3-yard line. And Jones on to the reception, cuts it up the middle of the field. Jones from 15 to 20-yard line, 25-yard line, brought down at about the 26-yard line. So nice return there by Isaac Jones. And Brooks up under center. Is an I-back set is Bethune and Brooks. And it's going to be, Duke rather, it's going to be Bethune trying to get to the edge. Bethune getting out to the 30-yard line. Nice tackle on the far side by Cole Stumpy. Under center is Brooks in that I-back set, and it's going to be Bethune right on up the middle. Bethune gets forward for the Jays first down. He picks up about 6 yards, and the Jays are going to continue to offset to the line in the slot on the right. Die in motion, and it's going to be Brooks. Brooks back to pass. Brooks a wobbler. Ball caught by Bethune at the 35-yard line. Bethune 30, 20. Bethune down at the 14-yard line.
Did you see that route he ran?
The formation, empty backfield set. And a Die coming across in motion, and it's going to be Die at the 20-yard line, trying to find some daylight. 15, and Die down at about the 11-yard line. Points left in the formation for the Crusaders. They go from left to right. Weaver rolling to his right. Weaver down, ball down. Jays cover it. Are you kidding me? Frank Gilmore.
Are you kidding me?
Frank Gilmore on the recovery. Brooks back to kick this off. Punt this. High hanger. Great kick, and calling for the fair catch. Right behind Weaver in that pistol, and it's going to be Clark on the toss. Quarterback gets hit there, and so does Clark. Clark is wrapped up and taken down by Berenson.
It's the first time we hit
Brian
that
Clark,
quarterback.
the ball carrier, tackled by Berenson.
Weaver the snap back, the handoff to Clark. Clark just goes right up the middle. Duke in on the tackle, and also in on the tackle, Berenson. It is going to be the toss to Clark. Clark trying to find a sideline, and Will Berenson right there at
Clark,
the 35-yard line and said, let's go out of bounds here, young fella.
What do you think Helias will be practicing at?
And it's going to be Weaver getting right on up the middle, and he went right on up there and get right into the welcoming arms of Kent Walker. And Copeland was there too, but it was Walker who made the full wrap up and dropped him down.
Walker
You know how
on the
Eli
tackle
will make
for the
that play?
Jays.
Those guys read their keys on that play. They stayed at home and followed the quarterback.
It's a 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. It is Weaver calling his own number, and Weaver's going to get up to about the 35-yard line. He's brought down by Berenson.
Weaver, the ball carrier,
Duke.
tackled by Jacob Duke.
What's that? Quick handoff again, right on up the middle for Clement.
They're just running between
Clement, the ball carrier,
between the guard and the center. That's it.
Copeland in on the tackle, coming up out of the bottom of that pile as well is Pendleton in the Jays. Low snap again. Weaver carries his own number, chased by Copeland. Good block. There should be a hole right there as Pendleton was trying to release. And far side, it is the run for Clement, and Clement dropped down.
Alex
Garnett.
Clement, the ball carrier,
He picks up a couple
tackled
of
by
yards.
Ethan Garnett.
2nd and 8 after the 2-yard gain on the 45-yard line. Low snap again. Clement right on up the middle, and he gets down to about the 49-yard line.
Clement is the
As
ball
Copeland
carrier.
and Berenson in on the tap. Damon Johns. And
Great defense.
Weaver calling his own number. He is
There you go.
stacked up and dropped
Jacob
at
Weaver,
the line.
the ball
Walker
carrier,
in
lost of
the
one.
mix there. Kent Walker.
He's tackled by Ethan Garnett.
That's how you fill a hole, George. You
That
got to
is.
fill the hole.
Well, you know,
Get the first person who comes in it.
you see Williams across the formation in motion. Crusaders readjust their defense. It's going to be Brooks with the carry. Brooks at the 5-10-yard line and out about the 17-yard line.
You know the Crusaders want to bagel the Jays.
They want to show. 4:34 to go here. And what you're doing is trying to get out of here with something positive tonight. High end over ender. It's a sidewinder at the 5-yard line for Jones.
Hole is there, George. The hole
The
there.
hole is there up the sideline or up the seam, and it's going to be at the 30-yard line. The hop, literally the hop, skip, the
Jones
jump.
brings the ball out to the 30.
Jays coming up to that line of scrimmage here, facing that 28-point deficit again. Just look for something positive here to exit out of this first time ever meeting. Tight formation for the Jays. It's going to be Bethune coming across in motion. He has the ball. He cuts it upfield. And Bethune brought down
First
at about
down.
the 41-yard line.
Here's
That's
the
going to be a
ball
first
carrier
down.
out past the 40.
Right side is Dove. Near side, short side of the field. It's going to be Dye. It's going to be Pendleton with the carry. Pendleton trying to find a little bit of room. Wanted to cut up, and the offensive lineman was in his way, and he gets ushered out of bounds at about the 43-yard. There's Bethune in motion, and it's going to be to Pendleton. Pendleton getting going, and he picks up about 3 more yards, 4 more yards. Maybe it's going to bring up a 3rd and 2.
Tracked
George, the
down
one play
by
I haven't
Jack
seen tonight has been the
Cleva.
wingback counter
Gain of
play.
5.
They're staring in the faces of all the Jays players. They're trying to eliminate that one. Shotgun set for the Jays. Again, a very tight formation, and it's going to be to Duke. Duke's going to burrow forward for a first down. He gets back
Jacob
onto the
Duke, the ball
Helias side of the
carrier,
field,
gain
and it's going to be a
3.
1st and 10 for the Jays at the Helias, a 49-yard
Tackled
line.
by Jack.
And Bethune in motion. Bethune's going to get it. Lead block there by Duke. Duke buries his guy, and Bethune buries his shoulder right into the chest plate
Dude, that guy, what a block.
of the Crusaders. Bethune back behind in the formation. It's going to be Brooks with the carry. Brooks gets
There
up
you
to
go.
about the 30-yard line before he is brought down. So Seth Brooks brought down.
Seth Brooks, the ball carrier.
Last play of the game here for the Jays. And it's going to be Duke right on up the middle. Duke spinning down and brought down at the
Jacob Duke
28-yard
on the
line.
carry. Gain of 3.
He picks up 3. And that will put the wrap on this one. 0 on the clock. 0 on the Jays side of the scoreboard. And your final score from Adkins Stadium, the first ever meeting between the Crusaders and the Jays, goes in favor of the Crusaders. Your final score, Helias 28, Jefferson City nothing. We'll be right back. The post-game show follows this 2-minute timeout. You're listening. There will be no fight this weekend. So, what do you got? Player of the game.
Considering Ian Jones started off with a 15-yard penalty on a punt, he came back and redeemed himself on an interception and a fumble, and he played a great game. He's the player of the game.
All right, so our player of the game tonight, Ian Jones for the Jays, the interception and the fumble recovery.